Yeah, I've said the whole way through, we value all the players in the squad, not as overseas or as international or local players. So we've got some good talent. Mohit Sharma is still yet to play, and he's been getting back from a fitness injury. So we haven't got a tall bounce bowler that Ngidi was. Kugelijn has got pace, which is the velocity, which is probably something we're missing and a bit different. The way the pitches are going over here, and the way our spinners are playing, I don't think pace is necessarily the key. The bounce is probably more that interests us. But you can't be everything, and we certainly back the players we've got. That's why we don't make hasty decisions about what type of player we want. We think we've got enough cover and players that are in form waiting for an opportunity. Yeah, it goes back to my point that looking at the squad and their skills is not based on overseas versus Indian. Harbhajan Singh was a great option for the left-handed combinations that we faced in the first two games. And that can change if you face a lot of right-handers. You've got Mitch Satner there, but you don't have to play four overseas. And whilst in the past it's been that you've picked overseas players that fit into your side, we're really happy with the quality of Indian players that we have, and that's why we tend to talk about just the abilities in the squad rather than whether you're an overseas player or an Indian player. We rate the players that we pick, and those two sides were based on the best balance we thought that would win the game. Well, it depends which way you look at it. We brought a side based on Chennai's history, which is a slower track. What we saw the other night was aberration. That's not normally how it is. A sort of a 160, 170 score here has been what we've looked for in the past, and often gone a lot higher. The pitch at Delhi was fractionally slow, but certainly dry. I think just a variation of surfaces is what we're after. You don't want 200 every time. People think that's the best wicket, but if you ask the bowlers, that's probably not a great season for them. So something that's got a little bit of a challenge to the batters, but you also can get a rough pass score of around 160, maybe 170 in between there, I think. And depending on how you get it and what's on offer, that would probably be the score or conditions you'd look for if you wanted the ideal. Well, I like to see the right decision, and that's if you work back from there. There's a team the other night that felt aggrieved by the missing of the no ball, and a team that got away with it. Part of it is sport, but I think you still want, as a coach and as a player, you want as many right decisions made. The flip side is you don't want to interfere with the rhythms of the game, and you don't want the game to be too much dominated by looking at the big screen. So it's a balance between having the charm of cricket, which is run on the field, and I guess the other side is getting as many correct decisions as you can. It's a really tough debate, and I don't really have a firm stance on it. I sort of, on one hand, I want everything to be correct, but on the other hand, I can understand how hard that is, and I don't want it to become a sport that's run by off the sideline. At the moment, most of the decisions are made on field from the players and the umpires, and there's a charm about that. We compromise that each time we add a bit of technology, but again, the flip side is you want as many right decisions as you can. So I'm pretty much sitting on the fence. It's a big DRS, and go upstairs, cheers.